bring us over live right now. Yeah, no, not for that.
He was
so
sleeping.
We'll say like you guys.
We identified everything before bed though.
Yeah, Alton helped identify.
All right, but we can just review as a sort of post cap. Okay.
Right,
yeah.
Hold
Awesome.
on 1 second.
Awesome.
I
Thanks,
got.
Hey, anything for you.
I gotta adjust something real quick here because. No.
Oh no.
Stop it. Done. Here. Okay. Where is Alton? I need to bring you down for tonight to here. And Dorspiro, we need to kill him. And then cancel.
I'm gonna make Dorspiro jump into the water, but spoiler, he can't swim.
Okay.
Sorry, Ethan.
Dorspiro, let's just kill his gift. And Alton, I'm gonna bring your gift down here. And just do that. Okay, now everybody is in the right spot for tonight. So, last session, you guys staged the scene. Actually, you know what? We don't have to do a recap. I'll let you guys fill Alton in on what happened the day before as you meet up at the Cobalt Soul cafeteria and, have enough space where you can talk amongst yourself and people can't chime in or, listen in. I'll give you that. Like, no one else is here. Just you guys, some eggs, some potatoes, but it's not, everything's not grilled here. It's all boiled.
Oh, just like childhood.
You guys filter into the cafeteria and sit
Would
down.
any of you like some tasteless mush? It was potato once.
I think I'll pass. I'll have this, and I'll just put Nemo's flask on the table.
Oh, well.
Hey, Alton.
It may go good with these boiled eggs. Yes, Tushar.
Do they believe in seasoning here, or do I have to go out and get some?
Oh, no, they definitely don't understand seasoning.
Marlo, do you have any herbs?
I was going to say Marlo pulls a little tied a thing of dill and wild herbs and just slides it to Tushar.
Freaking score, let's go.
Look, boiled sausage. They pulled out all the stops for the Noctua.
This is pulling out all the stops.
Yes, the sausage is some of most of the flavor that ever enters the keep.
Try a piece of it.
It's bland. The casing is way too thick.
Yeah, and it's like, you really want the sausage like grilled and have like that little bit of char on the outside. This is like put in a pan and covered up, so it's like microwaving a hot dog for us. That it's lackluster. It has potential, and you bite into it and you're like, oh, this could have tasted so much better if it was cooked right.
If only someone had a flame spell, they could just kind of
What?
do a little thing.
Marlo holds out her hand and produces flame.
Okay.
You want to just put that on the plate? Yeah.
You want me to drop it on the plate?
No. I don't need the incident.
You remember what happened last time I dropped fire?
Yes. Do you want to just char that sausage real quick?
Yeah, just out here. I'll hold it. Just rotate it over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna burn it.
It's
Don't
black.
be singeing it now.
It is burnt. It is instantly
You
burnt.
feel like sometimes we abuse the powers that are given to us.
When he pulls the flame out the rug we have, we'll just start trying to get away.
Well, it's better than it was.
Hey, so what's the plan in the this morning, boys?
Oh, I think we need to at least check on our armor.
Yes, I might perhaps have to drop a little bit more gold to have him work by himself, since we can come back whenever we need, if we're wanting to leave sooner.
Well, if we're going to be able to go pretty instantly, I don't see why we can't stick around for a little bit.
All right. Well, then I honestly probably should go get down there and then help out.
You know, I was awfully exhausted last night when you brought back your loot, your take.
Yes.
Could we run through a quick inventory again, just for my purposes?
Sure.
Well, after taking after Alton, Connell will just pull out a big list of stuff. We got a potion of blink, a potion of telekinesis, a book of magic paper with many spells.
I currently have 900 gold worth of residuum.
That too. We have a flying carpet that is sentient and is afraid of fire. We have this pistol here, lays it on the table. It is a dragon bolt blaster. Doesn't take ammo, basically shoots shit. And then we have this loot here, put that on the table. It's a rogue's loot, basically got all kinds of different compartments and hidden shit, along with a rapier that comes out of the neck. We have this ring, which is a ring of familiar. I believe, did Nemo take that?
I did take that.
Okay.
You have a parrot now?
Not yet. I haven't done anything with it yet.
Okay.
And I think that's about it.
And that was an attunement, correct?
The familiar ring?
The ring. Yeah, the
No,
ring wasn't.
I don't think it was.
I don't believe
I
so.
don't think any of it was, other than the rug.
Yeah, the rug the rug I think was like, I forget what the weight. It's a magic carpet indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is
It's like
a weight
1,000
limit.
It's like
to
1,100 to 1,200 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But the big thing that Alton would be interested in is the wizard book that has it's a very old book of magic with magic paper, and it has a wizard's hat kind of emanating from it.
Almost like three-dimensional, like when you look at it.
It's endless paper, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes. This paper takes away your need for magical parchment or ink. So,
Is it also sentient?
how thou shalt not pass as soon as you open the book.
Fuck you.
I imagine it's extremely pretentious about whatever spells you're writing into it.
Merlin's
Oh,
stepmother
yeah,
or
jeez.
something is like possessed by the book.
You're putting that spell in me?
Saw that centuries ago.
favor and at least write it in cursive.
My brother had better spells than that.
All right. I will. How long? It takes an hour, right, for Find Familiar?
Yeah.
I will. It has to be a bird, right?
Yeah, for this one, it was, I believe.
Yeah, it
I
said
believe-
white
I believe it is a
bird.
Yes.
I make like the white I think it's a cockatoo from Rio. Like this fat, ugly white cockatoo. Wingspan just appears. All right.
Yeah.
Shall we go? Or I'll go. I'll head out. I'll start heading out to go to the blacksmith to help out with our armor situation.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go shopping while he goes out?
I mean, what else do we need?
I mean, if we are getting ready for a big trip, I could use some components and some stuff like that.
I could
I don't
finish
know
up the components, and I'm assuming Dorspier would go help Nemo. He's strong. I don't know.
Sure, I can use a pair of hands.
Yeah, I'll hold
Your
it up.
spear, do you object?
Say nothing if you object.
Wait, wait, what?
Is he playing that flute again?
Leave the flute boy.
Wait. There.
Well, that's pretty good.
All right. So, all the stuff that you put in chat that you want, you can find. I just want you to take the gold out of your purse and do that. We've already roleplayed a lot of shopping in Port Damali, and yeah.
Aw. I'm just kidding. I don't. What? I like shopping.
Oh, jeez. Marlo spends the day shopping. You find some beautiful like the Hawaiian flower wreaths that they have.
Lays.
What are lays? Yeah. Never been to Hawaii, so or
And it's magical.
Yeah, I mean,
Marlo got laid.
yeah. But it's like a orange flower that it kind of looks like a tiger lily. But like when you're out doing this shopping, you walk past this vendor and it catches your eye because it is a flower that is to the lot step. And just kind of you see it and it brings back memories of your childhood and put it on. Guy ends up giving it to you because he's so darn cute. It almost matches your hair. It's just like a little bit more fresh than the orange of Marlo's hair. But
Is it hibiscus?
is that what color?
No, that's a plant that kind of matches what you're describing.
Probably. I'm just.
Do we have dimensions on that flying carpet?
Yes, it is.
It's whatever one does 1,200 pounds. I feel like it's the second to last big one on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
5x7 for the rest of the game. Watching at home.
Thank you.
I have I can't. I'm trying to download the picture so I can send it to you. But yes, it's like a peach. It's like a peach hibiscus.
Yeah.
Anything you guys really want to do? You want to role play out for shopping?
No, I think we're pretty much good, at least at my end.
Okay. Alton, was there anything that you needed as far as coinage for
Nothing major. I mean, especially with this new book. But Alton was going to basically have some custom work done to his outfit, mainly a glove. He wants to take sort of a sailor's rigger's glove, have it modified, just to make some of his spell casting a little bit easier. I don't anticipate to this object to be anything but mundane, but for flavor. And I'll describe it more when it comes up.
Sure. You can find someone to do that for 7 gold pieces. With the material that you would want used because it's going to get worn. So you want to go with a very high quality material so it wears less.
I do want to go with real nice leather, rugged, and sort of brassy components, connectors on it. On the back of the hand, I'm just going to need to be able to clip things to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to have the fingers removed on the forefinger and thumb. So I can still
Work my frail old fingers.
Okay. Sweet. I want a sketch of that. Do that during like the week, like a rough sketch.
Yeah, I'll try to. I'll bust out the old pen.
By pen, you mean AI?
Yeah.
Just make sure it has the correct amount of fingers.
No, that's. Trust me. For this one, if AI gives me a 7-fingered glove, that's what you guys are gonna see.
All right. We can do that. Tushar, is there anything that you would like to do during this day while everybody's gathering up last minute items again?
Well, I
And again,
suppose he would walk around with Marlowe. Just the big muscle little person sort of.
yeah.
Button Jeff.
Other than that, he's probably just gonna work out.
Okay. Kano, you said you were good,
Yeah, I'm good over here.
and Dorspear is good, I believe. So
He's being
Well,
worked like a dog.
yeah, he is actually. So why don't you go ahead, Nemo, and you're proficient in armor
Smithy?
making. Yeah. So
I believe so. Yes.
if you and go ahead and give me 3 rolls, and we're gonna give you +7 to each roll. With Dorspear like holding the armor in place as you're kind of working
Is it a straight roll or
into
what's
what's your smithy? What's the smithy mod?
I don't know if there's a. Let me just click it. It doesn't really say. I know I'm proficient with it, so I guess whatever you think Smith tools would
Strength?
need strength.
Yeah, I'd say strength or the wisdom to remember how to form it and bind it so it won't ever break.
Both would be the same. So plus proficiency,
Yeah,
since I'm proficient.
yeah.
So I just double checking. Am I adding +7 to my proficiency, or am I adding
Yes.
2 to my +5 proficiency?
You're adding 7 to the roll with the assistance of Dorspira and the assistance of your other dwarf friend.
And
which
that's
I'm
a 19 with a very low roll.
Okay. You work from like 9 to 12, and you get the shape ready, and you get like all of the components and shave the scales where you need to, and start getting it ready to put together. And you're like, man, being around the forge, doing all this again, you're like starting to sweat some of that,
Oh, Brightbeard's completely like shirtless, and
Yeah.
his hat's off. His dreads are out. Like he's wearing like those blacksmith gloves. Just like sweat dripping down his hairy body. Tattoos everywhere.
You feel like you're doing well, but it's taking longer than you thought it would with 3 people. Go ahead and roll me another one, please.
11. 27.
27. Okay, so you guys like take a break, eat like a half of a tuna fish sandwich, and drink some rum real quick, and you kind of like taking that step back, go back into this more refocused, and you see what you were doing, and everything was right. It was just taking longer to put together. And at the end of like 3 hours of work, Spears' arms are starting to hit muscle failure from holding this in place as you guys are working it together and together. And it's very close, very close. One more roll, please.
I don't know if this will help, but it feels thematic, so I want to do it anyways.
Okay.
I want to use Shocking Grasp as I wield the hammer to put a little bit of the lightning in, kind of use it to like make it more mealable. You know what I mean? Like the hammer's hot as well. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but I just think visually slamming a hammer into like a shield with a lightning cracking off it sounds awesome.
So yeah, and plus it's like this could be that bit of like soldering a components together, where the use of lightning enveloping around the armor seals any cracks and brings it together. Yeah, actually, why don't you go ahead and roll that at advantage, and add all of those.
Well, that's a natural 20 with advantage. Plus 24, 27, 28, 29, 31, 2, 32, 36.
And these were black dragon scales?
They were black dragons. Yeah.
Right?
Acid.
So, yeah. Why don't you, you work into the evening. Like, you can see the sun this whole day, like, go from one side of the building off to the other, and as it's starting to crest, along the, actually, from this house, you can see out onto, the Menagerie Coast, and, like, overlook the ocean and see the docks, and, like, as you channel your lightning energy into this, sealing it. Remember what you messaged me with this?
Yes.
You got it.
Okay.
So, you can go. He insists on you staying for like an extra hour and not just running off and drinking and telling some sour stories and, just general dwarven jolliness after a hard day's worth of work.
While he's talking with me and drinking, I'm hoping with the roll I made, I'd like to do one other thing if he'll allow me to.
Yeah.
I'd like to forge a helmet for myself. Doesn't have to be made out of black dragon scale. It can be made out of regular metal.
Sure.
But just good old, like, encompassing over the eyes, but just lets the beard out.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I have two other things. I have a few more of those Moorbounder tusks.
Okay.
I think I have a few of them, actually. Let me double check.
He's gonna make the Skyrim helmet.
No, it's going upward. I'm going full Viking, like Moorbounder tusk off the side of the helmet, Viking helmet.
Okay, yeah. Sure. I like it.
Solid.
Gnarly.
Then yeah, no. I'm good. So we finished a shield and 2 sets of armor? Leather, studded, 2 sets of studded leather? Correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was just
double checking.
Yeah, because it was Marlowe's, mine, and then your shield.
A shield, for me. Okay. Then I will thank him. Give him a good old get drunk and goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Spears left at this point, and I'm
he's actually.
He plays a parting song on his flute.
All right,
poorly.
Let's go. I'll hand him some of the things, some of the items, and I'll put my new shield on my back. put my old shield in the bag of holding and head back to the Cobalt. So I assume everyone else is.
Yep.
Lads, was your day fruitful?
Overall, pretty boring. Harassing bread.
I come bearing gifts,
What do you got?
and I will hand. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, trying to find it now in D&D Beyond. But give me a second. Yep, here it is. We'll have to custom do this somehow, but I hand both studded leather to Marlowe and Connell.
Wee.
You can see shimmering black scales on it's like leather, but there's like patches of black scales like on the shoulders and arms, leaving it flexible for movement, but still like nice chest piece right here with the scales, but then like ribbed places so you can still bend really easily. Both of these are we're gonna have to homebrew it, but it's dragon dragon scale mail, but studded leather. So it's a base of what's studded leather? Base of 13? Save 12.
Yeah.
12.
12 plus dex.
Yep. So 12 plus dex. And but if you look up Black Dragon scale mail,
it gives you a +1 to your AC, so it's
so it gives
magical.
you plus 13 plus your dex. You have advantage on saving throws against frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons. And you have resistance to acid damage. Additionally, you can focus your senses and as an action magically discern the distance and direction of the closest black dragon within 30 miles of you.
Connell
Andy, what about
immediately sheds his shitty one and puts that on.
What about my shield? Does it have any? Is it just a plus? I mean, I'm down with just a +1 shield, but or resistance to acid or something. But
Yeah, I would say it's the same. You all made it with the same scales, right? And you guys already took all the scales off that he said it would require, I believe.
pretty much.
So yeah, it's a +1 shield with all the perks.
Okay, solid. I'll just
But
add
your
a +1
helmet
shield and add those things.
Your helmet is just a well-made dwarven helmet.
Yeah, it's just a helmet.
It looks boss.
Solid. Right. I think we're ready. No putting it off any longer, boys. Fast.
I'm just about packed.
What we're allowed to do is dangerous, crazy. It might be the last thing you ever do. If anyone wants to turn now is the time.
You had a couple missions that said the same thing.
Was that mission fighting the moon?
No.
Right.
But, yeah.
I didn't completely expect to be alive this long, so it's kind of just borrowed time at this point.
Well, I have too many people to kill to die today. If I do die, I'll be happy it was with you lot.
Aww. I'm gonna lean into Nemo and just be like, "We're not actually bringing Bren, are we?"
No.
You hear the
I think that
door
would hurt us
close
more
a
than
little
help
bit.
us.
Another knock at the door.
Come in.
Occupado.
Gucci? Hey, Gucci. I'm feeling better. I can fuck with you again.
Oh, no. Hey, come on in.
It is quite Tushy?
Shut up.
Tushy. I thought it was Tushy.
I heard Tushy.
I like Tushy better.
The Tushar goes, if you're not coming in, I'm going out.
Oh no, I'll come in. I just wanted to let you guys know that I spent the last day making the teleportation circle that I can do bigger, so we can actually fit his large ass in there now. So
Listen, okay.
Large Tushy.
You've grown.
I know. I'm big boned, you know.
Hey. I wasn't calling you fat. I mean, I was more worried about the wings.
Yeah, I gotta keep it all intact.
So, I was going back over what I have from my notes, refreshing my memory to make sure this is the safest journey that we can go this way. I don't know how much all of you know about this, but I know Alton probably knows how dangerous teleportation could be. I'm going to recommend that we go to the not the cliff, not the top, about 250 feet below that. There was a big camp space where I retreated to. It gives us the safest chances. And unless you want to try to go all the way up, but there's a cliff walk, and if we get touched in there, it could be.
I think I can speak for all of us, lad. When we're not in a rush to die, so
Okay, safe.
what your plan sounds good.
All right, all right. Just let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna. Are we leaving tonight or tomorrow morning?
Not sure, everyone. Do we want to leave?
Probably.
Actually, I think, Tim, mechanically speaking, any spells we use tonight, we'll get back tomorrow morning. So, if we wanted to travel tonight, set up camp, just in case there's trouble.
I mean, not much else for us here. I'm not really looking forward to boiled fucking potatoes again, so.
No, I think maybe leave tonight, camp out at this clearing, and then head out in the morning. So that way we're refreshed.
We
Okay.
can use the Astratorium. Right, Tushy? Tushy?
Tushy.
Get in that Astratorium.
Nice.
Oh, I get it. I get that one.
It's a 22 to punch him in the shoulder.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits.
It now misses? No.
Yeah.
Hey, that was me. That barely hits now.
Spins him around. Oh, how much damage is that?
Oh,
Too much.
I want to know how big of a bruise Connell's going into tonight with.
oh gosh, that is it's just 6 damage.
It's 6 damage. Yeah. Like your right shoulder, instantly you feel like the blood rush to it. And you're like, oh fuck.
I'll just look at him and go, this armor's pretty good. Holding back the tears in his eye.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to go now, then whenever you're prepared, meet me downstairs, and I'll prepare the ritual. And we get there, dress warm. It's fucking cold up there, right?
Still not wearing shorts. I mean, just wearing shorts, man. I mean, I'm good.
Always with the shorts.
Clothes are weird.
Clothes are right. All right. I mean, I'm just saying there's nothing weird about them. You're just weird in clothes.
But
Yeah.
sleeves are bullshit.
I can get down with that. All right. I'll be ready whenever you're ready. All right.
We'll let you know.
You're just gonna leave the room.
Are we ready?
I think we are ready. I think we just need to say goodbye to Britt.
Yeah, I don't know if we should break it to him that we're not bringing him.
Oh, you think
Alton
we should
promised
just leave in
him.
the middle of the night? We should probably just leave in the middle of the night.
Give
And not
give
tell him.
him Alton. Listen, give him one more task, and then we out.
Yeah,
Someone
that's how
give the
I
boy a
started
tip.
off with several relationships. And you tell them you're gonna meet them somewhere, and then you get on a ship and you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you just
can we
never answer.
can we get the boy a letter of recommendation? Something. I mean, come on. He's given us his heart and soul, and I'm pretty sure I saw someone slipping him drugs the last time to make him stay up all night.
I don't have any memory of that.
Certainly not me.
No.
I
Just look
think it
over at
was. I
Dorspira.
think it was. Yeah, I think it was one of the quiet ones.
Oh,
He's
Definitely
over
not
there
me.
playing his flute.
I mean, this is gonna crush him.
I'm gonna get working on that letter of recommendation right now.
We'll just leave it for him. We don't have to wake him up.
Yeah.
So write his name on an envelope and
I'm just gonna.
Oh.
I'll just yell out, Bran.
Of course, I seal it with the Noctua seal.
You don't hear anything.
I'll just use knock and just yell, Bran. So it creates a 300-foot loud sound.
Like,
Doesn't-
let's
Doesn't
go.
answer.
I don't think he's coming.
Fine.
Here he's not dead. Dorspira, how much drugs did you give him?
I mean, you know what
Always
room he
sleeping.
had if you wanted to go check.
All right, Kano will go just before we leave
Okay.
with the letter of recommendation.
All right. Knock on his door.
Hold on, I'm gonna write my prediction down of how I think this is gonna go.
All right. Are you ready? What do you want?
Good.
What kind of welcome is that, Bren?
What kind of welcome is that? Just go away. You were gonna do it anyways. Broken promises, empty words.
So you don't want this? I'll just hold up the letter of recommendation.
You open the door, like showing. Nah. What I wanted to do was go on an adventure with you guys, but I guess, you just say yes and
Bren, do you know what this adventure is?
yeah, I do. Whatever. I'm ready.
No, there's like a 99% chance that we
Listen,
die.
It's okay. You don't have to lie to me anymore. I heard you guys talking in the room. Whatever research you want that I have left is over there and a couple books on the table. Get it?
Here, I was just gonna say fuck the rules and just come with us, but if you want to be a dick about it,
No, it's too late. It's too late. It's already done.
I mean, we're leaving in probably 20 minutes. Could you get packed that quick?
You hear a door open down the hallway, and you see the headmaster. And he looks at you like in his bed gown, which is like white with cobalt blue trim, and his really disheveled gray hair with a scraggly beard. I respect you because you are Alton's guest, and I believe your heart is in the right way, but the boy stays here.
Whatever you say. You old fuck. Just whisper it.
Yeah. This guy's really good. You hear him like go from the open door, like peek out because he heard you talking with Brent, and like goes to close the door, and you like hear a step in the door start to close as you say that. It stops, and there's like that 2 seconds of fucking dead silence. You know? And Brad goes, hey, the books are there. Everything that you wanted is all done. You got what you wanted. I hope you're happy. Kind of just fucking make it back safe, all right? Tell me the story. I hope it's a good one. If it's stupid, I'm going to be mad. Because, whatever. You know? He's very, like, an angst teen. This is probably really hard for you to wrap your head around because you don't have kids. You know,
What?
like...
Why don't you just come with us? We don't... Doesn't matter. What's he gonna say? No?
Yeah. And, I mean, listen, that guy's crazy. Like, he's so powerful. And it's really my fault. I'm just mad at myself because after I heard what you guys were talking about, he caught me whimpering. And I told him what was going to happen. And he got really mad. And that's probably why he's paying attention right now. So, no, I like this place. I don't want to be banned from it forever. And I'm pretty sure that's probably what would happen if I went with you guys. Maybe.
Fair enough. Besides, you'd probably just die anyway. But...
Oh, that'd be so cool. Alright.
It's not as cool as it sounds.
Well, no, but, you know, I've heard the bards play songs of stories of adventures. And, man, I think that I would like one written about me sometime. So, you know, that's kind of where I wanted to go.
You know 99% of those stories are horseshit, right?
No.
Have you heard the one about us? Most of it's not true.
No.
Talks about your spirit talking all the time.
Oh, that's weird. He's scary.
Right?
Why is he so quiet? Makes no sense.
Honestly, a great question. We ask ourselves that all the time.
Listen. Take the books. I appreciate it. I feel better now.
Fine. I'll grab the books. I'll leave the letter on the table where the books were, and I will leave my studded leather, my old studded leather there, and just leave.
Okay. As you close the door, you hear he gets out of where he was and runs right for that letter. You can hear like the envelope rip open and almost like the little kid chuckling of, you know, reading it and, you know. You, like, turn down the hallway. You, like, see out of your passive perception. You can just see, like, him looking, like, through the door jam, like, outside the door jam. Closes the door.
Who, the headmaster?
No.
Oh.
It just
Oh,
checks
gotcha.
on you again. You know, that door closes.
Well, I'll drop the books in front of Alton. Kind of in trouble with the headmaster. Bit pissed at me, but Brent's not coming. Long story short, get the fuck out of this place.
Right. Well, right. It is.
I'll take out my portable library, expand it open, and add the books to it. Pop that sucker closed again, and keep it in the bag for some light reading later.
Thank
So,
you.
Alton,
Yes.
do you have anything gently used, shitty you don't need anymore?
Oh, I'm sure we have something here. Let's dig through the old pockets here.
Like what, lad?
Just something for Brent. He took it pretty hard.
Oh, here. I'll pull off the long sword that I've had, and I'll hand it to you.
Same goes for everyone, kinda.
Actually,
Doesn't have to be
Bryn's a
anything,
small guy,
actually.
right?
What?
Bryn's kind of small, right?
Yeah. He's like. And
I
he's
will Instead of
13.
the
The
longsword, I
longsword's
have a-
probably bigger than him.
I offer up my
I have a
scimitar.
scimitar that I'll leave for him.
I also offer my scimitar, so he has double scimitar.
Nice.
It's just
You know
Alton's
what?
room is getting full of swords.
I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna put this old necklace. It's a gold necklace. On it has no special properties, but I've worn it occasionally. Maybe it
I don't-
means something to him.
Do him a favor and tell him that, and we'll leave it here, and someone will find it.
Of course.
I'm gonna leave my hat,
Your pirate hat?
my pirate hat, my tricorder hat, as I put my helmet on.
That's pretty cool. You know he's gonna wear the fuck out of that.
Oh yeah.
I
And
would
then-
like to leave a note. I would like to leave a note in it saying I am coming. If I live, I am coming back for this.
Okay.
And then Dorspira will leave a little mini Owlton he somehow had scrolled away somewhere.
He's just
Sure.
been carving another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like been super shitty though. You can barely tell it's even a bird.
It's because he carves it with his with one of his great sword that he had, like,
Yep.
you know. It's a real rough. It's like doing one
Real
of
rough.
those totems with like a chainsaw. just
He's gonna,
just
he's
a
gonna
20-inch
drag the wood
chainsaw.
over it.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, like, you lay the blade up, and you kind of keep your feet so it stays vertical, and then
He, like,
you just
puts it
like,
between his knees.
yeah, then you work the wood against it.
He probably doesn't even do it. He uses mage hand to carve it out. All right.
Right. You all ready, lads? I think the boy's got enough mementos for one life.
Oh, he's got plenty. Wait till you see the
I'll-
dagger we gave him.
Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and start to sort of chalk out the space while we wait for what was that young gentleman's name?
I thought he already made the teleportation circle.
Oh,
Yeah,
Irene just made the circle. He just
Yeah.
wanted us to tell him when we're ready.
oh,
Yeah,
well,
it's down in
perfect.
the room at the basement of the
Imagine
Cobalt
Alton
Soul.
starting the circle, and then we tell him that, and now he's like erasing it with his like sleeve.
I'm brushing off all the charcoal.
Yeah.
Quite a mess in here. It would have been easier just to finish it, and then Anyway,
Did we get Brendan here to clean up?
Leave that in the note.
Clean up the shithole.
P.S.
That was my
Oh.
guess.
Close. Close.
Oh, jeez.
Would have been great.
Yeah. Brent dies. Jeez. That's not nice.
Just smuggle him in the bag of holding.
I mean, it's
Um,
better than a dad trying to get to his pregnant wife. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
He was
nobody,
sketchy.
nobody is safe.
Yeah, jeez.
I stand by that.
No loose ends. Sorry, friend. Nothing personal.
All right. We head down to.
Yeah, you head down to the basement where Irene has the teleportation circle almost mapped out, and then like he has like some, just bullshit chalk marks on the outside with like Tushar's wings, and he just he's real over the top now that he's feeling a little bit better of pushing his luck against this big guy. All right, so we're ready. Okay,
Aye, lad.
to the top camp we go. Finishes it off. You got the second. Get in one by one. What's the order you guys are gonna hop through this?
I will go in first with my shield out, helmet on, like ready to face whatever I might come across.
Okay.
Wielding the rapier that Connell gave me.
Okay. Next.
That's right. I forgot I gave you that.
I'd like to go third, if possible.
Yeah, I'll go second. Fuck it.
Brightbeard, Connell, Alton,
New loot rapier in hand.
Marlo, Tushar.
I'll go last.
All right. It, I, you know, there's like a stare down with after the whole party goes through. You have like that 1 second look at like eye to eye. Arian is like, "Hey, fuck it!" It hops through there before you. Hey,
All right.
you follow through. Brightbeard, as you come on the opposite side of this circle, instantly your gut is like the drop of a roller coaster where you're like shot up and you catch yourself and the wind is just beating on you like you know put your not your rapier, maybe your shield into the ground and hold for a second as you gain your bearings. One by one, you are all pelted with this wind and this heavy snow as it's just like raining down on you guys. You are on a probably oval snow covered stone cliff it, top of the mountains. Oxygen is extremely low. You're so high up, like you can feel it thin out, and there is a series of like 3 or 4 trees that are no leaves or needles on them, just stand there and go back and forth with the wind. It is very dark up here, and your distance, like what you can see, is extremely limited at the moment with the snow that is coming down. Irene says, "Be careful of the edges. It's thousands of feet down. If we're gonna camp here for the night, we can, and hopefully the snow breaks for the morning and we can ascend to the peak." Are we popping a tent?
No, I think even better. But first, who's closest to me?
What?
Probably me
Yeah.
or Marlo.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to nudge Marlo, and I'm gonna say, "Cold enough for ya."
Yes, it's very, very windy.
Yeah. Right. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start to bring up the mansion.
Okay.
I'm going to point Alton to an area that is further away from the cliff.
Perfect.
Brightbeard,
as I'm
your
getting
beard
that up,
is covered in snow. Like in the first 30 seconds here, it is like just frosty and covered. I'm
If
sorry.
anyone else gets close enough to me, I will try to redo the cold enough for you to them.
Okay.
I feel like Brightbeard has spent enough time with Alton that he sees it coming and he's staying far away.
Yeah, like you have that eye contact where you're waiting for Brightbeard to come and he's shaking his head. I'm not doing it.
I'll try. He's got to go through the door at some point.
Anyone paying attention to what's going on, or are we just getting into mansion?
I'm looking around for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I am spending a minute to commune with nature.
Okay.
Actually, yes. That's a ritual. I'll cast it as a ritual.
All right.
I rolled for a perception. I got 1. So I'm gonna say the teleportation like wiped me out for some reason.
Yeah. Your buddy will pat you, like probably like on the lower back. Yeah, it takes a couple times. So.
Oh.
It's colder than I remember up here. How long does it take him to do that? Or could have just popped up the dome. All right. Nemo, Connell,
Is it cold
perception.
enough for you?
Yeah, it is. It's really cold. Really, it's a lot colder than I remember. What was your perception checks?
Perception.
That
a
is
21.
21?
21 too.
Okay, both of you, like, you see, like, Marlo, like, setting up her, you have to stop her because she, like, goes off to where, like, the trees are and it's snowing so heavy you could, like, almost right there, you lose her for a second and both you move around so you can maintain visual with the rest of the party and Marlo. And both of you at that time hear this off, like almost, you almost think it's thunder for a second until like the hiss at the end doesn't appear close. It's very distant in your ears, but then again the beating of the snow and the whirling of the wind also makes it extremely hard to tell the distance. My apologies.
I'm gonna peer in the direction where I think that came from.
Yeah.
See if I can ascertain anything.
Not at this time of night
Okay.
with the snow. I mean, you're even with dark vision, 30 feet around
Yeah,
you is like the max. With even you guys don't really have any light up yet.
Fair. I don't have anything like that,
We-
so I will just keep watch.
Are we in like a wide open area?
It's like it's oval, like an oval plateau, like a stone plateau, and on one side there's like 3 or 4 trees, and Erin, is that right? Has described to you that if you go past what this is, it's all cliffs down except for the one pathway that leads up to the peak, which is
Okay.
you guys can't even see it now with this. It's it's you hear it again, but it seems shorter or further away. By that time, Marlo, your ritual is done. What are you looking to do?
I will. I'll let you. I don't know if you want to take a break soon, or if that's on your mind, because this might give you some time to think about this. But within a 3-mile radius, I instantly gained the knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice about any of the following subjects: terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, powerful celestials, fays, fiends, elementals, or undead, influences from other planes of existence, and buildings.
Okay.
I think the most prevalent thing, which happens probably during the ritual, is that screeching. I don't know. I rolled a 17, so I'm assuming I heard it. So I want to, because that cuts through, I would like to question nature about that.
Okay. So what we'll say is, Alton, your door pops up. All right. So the door's up. You guys can filter in there, but Marlo is just beginning her spell. And you know
Cold
this,
enough for you?
and we'll go ahead.
When Marlo communes with nature, she is like she's not in her body. She is like literally on the ground. I'm assuming she is. Nemo and Tushar or Connell are just like having to wipe her off, or else she's like getting buried in the snow. Just because, yeah, it's just she's not paying attention and like totally out of her body.
Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this, and then because I would like to end with long rest and start with a fresh day or some roleplay. So what are your 3 questions? And it's the feeling when you create the bond with the earth is ancient. It's like old and kind of like a moaning feeling, like just yeah, very old. But you have 3 questions. What are your 3, or do you want the time to think about your 3 questions?
I think I know one, which is what is that powerful, prevalent screech that I hear. The second would be, what is the safest path into, I believe, into the mountain, because we're looking to go into the mountains. And then I guess I'm looking for any terrain that we should be cautious of.
Okay.
So around those three items.
All right. You know what? Fuck it. I gotta go to the bathroom, so we'll go to break and we'll just do it that way anyway. So, well, I'll be back. I gotta pee. Sorry.
Perfect. Perfect timing.
kind of.
And
Now
yeah,
we
so
are.
like I was saying, if push come to shove,
You push.
yeah, you push. You push
Sometimes
right
you gotta
off the
shove.
side of the boat. You
Golf
push.
rules. Golf rules. Play it where it lies. Sometimes it lies in the middle of the lake.
All
I
right.
mean, who's checking?
It might bob a. It might bob a little.
Oh my god!
Got a floater.
I'm floating a
Oh, there we
turd
go.
floating in the lake. Oh my god!
What a weird commune with nature spell.
Yes, very weird. Very
Okay.
weird.
So,
There's a disturbance in the lake, guys.
I can't speak with shit.
let's see here. Your first one pulls you to the west side. No, yes, west side of the mountain. Below you, probably 400 feet into like a cavern that is covered in ice. A large cavern, and I don't know if would it tell you what it is? Is that how it works? Is it that simple, Tim?
Commune with nature.
Yeah, I don't want to be vague just to be vague because I'm being a dick, you know? Like, I don't want to be a dick, but I don't want to be overgiving. I'm not good at deciphering. You guys are the rules guys.
Where'd that go?
Yeah, I dumped it in chat. It's one of those. I think it's a tricky one, like Wish in a way that gives a lot of power to the
I
DM.
think that's up to you. What kind of
Gotcha.
answer
Okay.
nature knows?
All right.
So you are really encouraged to be vague and cryptic if you want,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong.
I will say that the general feeling that you get from this question scares you. It's very scary.
I think if I might interject, it might
Yeah.
give you a not specifics, but a vague idea of like what it would be, because it does say So actually, here you go. This is what it does say. It gives you an idea of what kind of animals are around the area, what kind
Gotcha.
of terrain, what kind of things we might see. Not necessarily what this thing is, but specifically what kind of creatures are in this area.
And I will say, Andy, it says 3 miles of land, but within caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. So if it gets too deep down into that cavern you were describing,
No, that's fine.
you can probably cut
no.
it off.
I want it to be on the edge of your range because it is close. But what is close when you can only see 30 feet? Kind of thing. You know, Marlo, being a druid and having high wisdom, I will say that there are a few animals that would call something this large and this high up a home. And that would probably either be a dragon or a rock. And rocks are they're not like populated or anything. They're a very, very rare animal, but they're more of an East Coast animal. So if it was a rock, it would be odd for them to be on the West Coast. They cruise Jorhas, you know, rocks do. So and that whole side of the continent. So just by simple deduction and knowing your wildlife, you could probably just assume what may be there. Second one, was
I believe I was asking what type of terrain could be dangerous, potentially dangerous in this area.
um going up and down is a series of platforms connected by switchbacks. And think of it like Lord of the Rings when they're crossing, when they have that giant fight. All right, that is your visual for traversing around outside here. Except it's fucking snowing. You're up in the North Country now, and you're really high up in elevation. So that would be the biggest issue traversing.
And I believe the last question was where the direction or where I could find the entrance to the cavern. I believe I said the inside of the mountain,
Right.
Specifically.
Okay. One is up in north. You get another entrance similar to where your first question was. On the west side of the mountain. And then below you, like on the east face, but a lot lower, hundreds of feet of elevation drop between where you are and that.
Okay.
And then roll me a survival check while you're doing this, please.
Is 13 plus 10 is 23.
Okay.
Oh, wait, if I have proficiency, do I add that?
Yep.
That's a 28.
28. It's weird. You've done this before, and it's like kind of like the Navi is how I see it, where they connect with the roots of all the trees. That is the true network for the world, right? When dealing with this situation, it's like you can get so far and then it's cut off. It's like everywhere you've tried to penetrate to find like a deeper connection, it's cut off, which you'll have some of that when you're on mountains. You know how dwarves are, they mine them, they hollow them out, and you can do that. But this is like every which way is blocked or has halted you from digging deeper. So a lot of your answers are more on the exterior. You snap out of it, covered in snow. Brightbeard's, I'm guessing he's trying to keep you as clean as you can be, but
Yeah, I got my shield over her.
Yeah. Pelting and pelting. You can see Alton's covered and just waiting for everybody to come in. Who goes into the mansion first?
If I see Marlo wake up, I will pick her, like literally pick her up and brush her off and say,
I will
"Oh,
resist. I will resist for a minute. And did the scale mail require attunement?
You've had enough time to.
I am going to instinctually use one of my actions to magically discern the distance and direction of the closest black dragon within 30 miles of me, just in case. Just out of what I purely know, I'm doing elimination, process of elimination. Gotta cross off this one.
Okay, where's the scale meter in this? You guys. east, you get a blip on your radar, but it is out there. It is not remotely close to you. Like it's a weak connect.
Okay. And then after fighting off Nemo, I will go. Okay, I'm ready. Sorry.
All right.
Thank
So,
you.
Alton, Marlo, and Nemo and Tushar start approaching.
Marlo, is it? Oh, I got you already. Nemo, is it cold enough for you?
Shut the fuck up, Alden.
Hey, Tushar, you must really be enjoying this kind of weather, right?
I've had worse. Have you ever seen it like snow sideways, like perfectly sideways?
Irene,
That's
Irene
absolutely
just
not how gravity works.
slides in the door.
Get into the tower, lads. You guys, get in.
Yep. Jumps in.
Are you going in?
Jeff, you're muted.
I'll go in if everyone else is. Is there anyone else that I need to?
I was just
Connell-
waiting to see if Connell went in.
Yeah.
I'll go in, but I wanted to go like last.
I'll go. I'll once I see that you're heading for the door, I'll nod at you and go in.
Okay.
Okay.
I know your tendencies.
Hey, Connell. It's
You good, old man?
it's
You guys just standing there for like 15 seconds.
Once I catch my breath, I'll make my way to one of my studies.
Okay.
Alton, before you go, is everyone in? Is everyone in?
Yeah.
I believe so. Head count. Everyone sound off.
Hey,
Marlo Mayflower reporting for duty.
It's wonderful.
Well, that's awkward.
Irene
We've never done this
Twinborn
before, so I'm glad you took the initiative.
reporting for duty. Just looks around.
Thank you, lad, for getting us here safely.
Yes. That's frigid out there. This is much better than what I was going to recommend.
Reporting for duty.
Guys, we're forgetting something, and Marlo goes out and pulls Dorspira back.
Yeah.
So fucking
Hey,
quiet.
It's all
Is it
clogged.
gonna frozen?
There's water dripping out there.
He's got no shirt on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I know this is all fun and games, and Tushar, you're like a kid in the playground out here, but what I have just discerned makes me very concerned. I have.
Big words.
Yes, I know. I've spent some time familiarizing myself with the nature of this place, and from what I can tell, we may have to go through a beast of some type here. I've tried to eliminate some possibilities, but I feel like it is a dragon.
It's not the first one we've killed, and I'll knock on my armor.
I almost died doing that, though, lad.
Speaking of which, because I was just checking, there was a black dragon not too far, and I did get it a little bleep of it, but it's not an immediate concern. Like I think something is this dragon is under this mountain, exclusively where we need to go.
Probably, I can. DM, correct me if I wouldn't guess this, but it's probably a white dragon, lad.
I'm gonna. Connor will just in Draconic just go fucking white dragon.
I was going to say, Irene, was this the same type of weather you experienced last time you were here?
No, no, it's definitely colder.
And how long when was the last time you were here?
The white dragons, they get an awful bad rap. Lately, you see, you don't think about it, but they are persecuted in their own way, and they don't have it so easy these days.
Worth it. These things freeze your corpse and swallow you whole like a popsicle.
Everybody that wants to try to discern anything about white dragons, roll me a history check. Yes.
I got a 17.
17.
I didn't get that.
17 plus 2, 19.
I didn't get
11.
either of those as well. 14.
21 here.
21. Okay.
I'm smart. I'm Alton.
I might even have a book on it.
Yeah, you might. And Marlo, I think you would agree more with Nemo. Cold weather makes sense. You wouldn't see a red dragon up this high, or green dragons. Definitely not. That's probably the one that you're familiar with the most, being from your the forests is greens, but and blues never. Alton and you have this information. Tushar, yours is more chilling. Being this high. That's not an adult dragon or a young worm. They can't live up here. Not consistently. This is an old dragon. Especially if it's tucked away up this high in this mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just info dumping Marlowe with all sorts of dragon facts.
You know that the experience tells me this is ancient something. They believe it or not, they actually learn to shallow breathe at high altitudes so that they can maintain their oxygen levels and stuff. It's interesting, but
I did read that once. Yes.
but this ain't some spring chicken.
So by ancient, you mean it's dying anyway, so.
You'd think they could be like millennia old. Like an
Well,
elf.
Looks like it won't be a millennium a day after we're done with it.
If it comes to that.
Well, if it comes to that, perhaps then we just starve it of oxygen. We know it's shallow breathing already, and then we could just stuff it out.
Now, I don't think it's something we should seek out, but we should be prepared.
Alton would look good in white scales.
Mm-hmm. I, hadn't considered it, but it does sound quite regal and.
Alton the White, if you would.
Actually, a good point that I didn't think about. Tushar, you know of dragon armor. It's a thing, but now that you have 3 party members with it, I gotta say, it's gotta be just a little uncomfortable. And you'll get used to it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not talking about it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, sweet. Sorry.
Boy, Tushar, this sure is comfortable.
Yeah, don't wear clothes, but cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you're doing that, Connell, you feel the fucking bruise in your right shoulder from Tushar's punch earlier.
Right, so potentially we have a dragon to deal with. As potentially, as what Alton has been saying, we could be going through its hole. Its layer, per se.
My guess is that whatever we're looking for might be in its hoard.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, we've done it before. We'll do it again. Like Connell said.
What you're saying is treasure.
Oh,
Just
most
remember, it's
likely
gonna be
will.
harder to breathe.
I say we take a long rest and deal with this in the morning.
Connell's got such a twinkle in his eye thinking of a dragon's hoard.
Yeah. So,
Well, I agree, and it's probably getting past my bedtime. I'll take my bookcase and do some light reading before I drift off.
Oh,
as you guys find your beds and prepare for your long rest, as you're like laying down and getting comfy, you swear it feels like the tower's shaking. You know, just like a heavy wind in a skyscraper. And like, you know, throughout the night, just a very slow like back and forth. I guess maybe
kicking
for
that
Nemo
ass,
it'd be
Tutorium.
almost soothing. Like you're on the sea again. But you wake up, long rest.
Oh, yeah. I'll scout ahead and see. I'll head out first.
Do you want me to go first?
Fine, you go first. I'll go right after you.
All right, I'll slip the ring on and go invisible, and then slip outside.
I will look at my rapier and look at what Connell just did, and I'll do the same thing. I'll turn invisible and head outside.
All right. Snow is lighter, but the wind is still present. And like as you exit the mansion door and you look back, there is almost like a divot that the rocking of the wind has wedged it down into. You know, and you kind of like some snow gets kicked into the mansion as you guys exit. You can see now to the right hand side of this mountain there is a cliff face, like a switchback that goes up, and well, it's snowing and you can't see the peak from here. You know, it ascends in the direction. What would you guys
Knowing what Marlowe talks about, I want to use my armor feature as well, just to see if that black dragon he sensed is still far.
Mm-hmm. And inland.
Okay.
So,
So I think basically what Kana will do is look to see if the coast is clear, and then go up maybe to that peak and just see if we can find some sort of entrance.
Brightbeard, are you following behind?
Yes, I'm trying to.
Okay.
Probably
Follow
see
by.
the footprints.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
following.
At least for a little while.
I mean, footprints are a thing. So, but you guys,
I'm shorter, stubbier. It takes me a little longer to get through the snow.
you're not going to be. Neither of you are going to be moving fast. It is thick, and you know you want to be careful. It's like there's a couple parts where your back is up against the mountain, and you're like looking out, and if you look down, it's just hundreds of feet of straight down like sheer cliff. You continue on for probably about 100 feet worth of movement, and you get to another little landing. Why don't you guys go ahead? I need stealth and perception.
We did have stealth since I don't have disadvantage right now.
Uh,
I rolled a 19 for an 18.
25 for stealth. It was a 9 on die, which goes to 10.
Okay.
And then perception, you said, right?
Yep.
That would be a 21.
Is anybody else on this venture, or are the rest of you staying in the house?
22 for perception.
Okay. And what was your perception, Connell?
21.
21. Okay. As you approach this next landing, the shifting of snow and the swirling here, there are two more I want to say dead trees, but just trees that have no needles on them, hollowed out, pretty much dead. You hear like this clicking, and you and Brightbeard can see probably 15, 20 feet out the silhouette of this creature that's probably 6.5 feet tall. And as he kneels down, digs into the snow, and he puts something in it, covers it up. Just this click, 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 click. And then you see another figure come over. And they start walking about 15 feet to the next spot. And one digs out some snow. And you see him pull something and set it down. Packs it up. If you wait, they go deeper. Further away.
I have an idea. Did we see how deep it went in the snow?
I mean, arm deep.
I'm gonna summon my familiar.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send him up to, which I think breaks my invisibility.
I think so.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I mean, it depends. I already had him summoned, so is he just with me? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I still bringing him forth, so.
Okay.
I'll send him out. I'll hold on to Connell. I'll look through his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He's white, so I'm hoping that he blends in a little bit. I want him to land where they buried the first thing.
Yep. I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
19. I don't know what his stats are, but I'll look. Let's say 19.
19. 10-foot radius. This orange dust kicks out. You see the two creatures almost 30 feet deep now turn around and they start looking. This clicking sound. They start looking around. They're gonna start backing up away. Your bird is on the ground. I'm gonna say, well, no, he still takes.
It only has
damage.
one hit point. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
damage.
So he.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a proximity.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
It
litters, and you can see as the dust sets, it's melting into the snow, creating this shroud around it.
As we head back, I want to kind of, I guess, prestidigitation our tracks just to kind of fade away.
How far away from the tower are we?
About 100 feet, I think, right?
It was about 100, 150. Yeah, 100 feet.
Fuck it, I'll grab Connell by the arm and I'll dimension door us right to the door. I'm not fucking around.
Right to the door.
I'll open it. Beckon him in.
Head on in.
That was an interesting sight.
You guys want the good news or the bad news?
Bad first, please.
My
Fucking
bird is
moon's
dead.
here.
The wait, what?
Yeah, you're right. Start with the bird being dead first.
My familiar died. I'm not sure how this works, so
All
I'm gonna
right.
have a funeral for him later.
Did you the one you just got?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
cockatoo?
he died now. He's dead.
You killed
Also-
your first familiar already.
You
Yes.
killed Cassius?
I never even named him.
Also, you guys probably should know the moon's here.
Oh yeah, that too.
What? What do you
Moon men are
mean? What? The moon men are here, or the moon is here?
Well,
I think
I'm
the moon
assuming.
men are here
Yeah.
with pieces of the moon, maybe. I'm not sure. I killed my bird.
They went boom. It looked a bit like that orb we found. Yeah, not great. But
Yeah,
it looks
like
like they're definitely
100
trying to get
feet away.
something.
Bearing traps or some sort.
It was definitely, Brightbeard, it was because you were looking through your familiar's eyes as this went off. This was some kind of landmine.
Yeah.
And as soon as your familiar went down into the proximity, you saw the tube shoot out and it like spun up to about 5 feet and poof, out into a radius effect.
They're setting some sort of traps. So they either know that someone's coming, or they're just cautious.
They did seem a bit dim. I mean, they didn't see us.
And we're certain they're moon people.
I'm not
Well-
certain of anything, Alton.
They're nothing like I've seen. They're a little clicky and kind of walked on 4 legs. Bit fucked up if you ask me, but
We think they may bear shards of Ruidus.
Or whatever. There's some sort of trap, landmine of some sort.
they're looking for something here. Or
I think
expecting
they're
someone.
looking for the same thing that we're looking for.
Well, in that case, let's get out and stop them from getting a head start.
Wait,
I have a
wait.
spell prepared thanks to our rogue here, where I can find traps. So hopefully that'll help.
I can also find traps.
Look
Um,
at those.
wait. I'm a little bit confused. Do you think that they are working with the dragon, against the
No.
dragon?
I think the dragon just lives here.
Yeah, I think it's more they want either what's in there or they're willing to protect whatever's in there. Either way, I don't think they're with the dragon.
It's probably what we need.
Okay,
Tushar.
so are we going? Oh,
Hold on 1 second. Tushar. While all this is going on, you see Erin, he's acting a little off. Like, as you guys are talking about all of this, what you saw, he kind of like turns his back and leads. There's a fireplace in this great room, right? Right, Alton? There's got to be.
Of course.
Yeah, so he kind of like turns his back away from the conversation and like leans up against the wall, puts his hands on the fire, like acting like he's keeping warm and staying out of your conversation, or being
He walks over and as he's facing the fire, Tushar's got his back to the fire, looking at the group talking, and hey, you good? To Irene.
me.
Yeah. You thinking about something?
They're fucking talking about moon people? What the fuck's that about?
I thought we debriefed you on this whole thing. So there's a
Oops.
second moon.
I
Yeah,
was
full of bad guys,
well.
and it's coming towards the
It's a
thing. And then
folktale.
I mean,
It's a folktale. That's what they used to tell us in school to keep us from being, bullies.
dude, the piece of the thing that you brought back with you that like infected your body is part of that whole entity thing. It's a piece of it. Like a shooting star landed, whatever, with a meteor, whatever. It's like that, but it's
Yeah.
magic.
Alton. As you hear Tushars say something about a meteor, you click. Oh, we're almost to that day.
Oh, wait
It's
a
been
minute,
about
that
3
sounds
months since the last spotting, and upon your calculations.
Alton's going to whip out his astrolabe and try to reset the time with it and figure out how close we are.
Roll me. I wish they had like a intelligence check that had like it was their its own sub skill. Roll me an Arcana.
While he's doing that, Connell will
Yeah.
just be describing the moon people and do a little minor illusion of just kind of what they look like.
Hey,
27.
okay. We'll get to that in 1 second. I want to go back to Shar. Arian says to you, like, pulls you in a little bit. I haven't been completely honest.
Okay.
I was traveling with a group. When you sent word about the Vol at TM, we went, checked it out. It was a dragon attack of some sort. That's the best we could do. We moved up the mountain following all of the trails. We ran into issues.
Okay.
Moon people? That's how we came across the orb. Fuck. I'm sorry. It's only been like a week since this happened, and my memory is failing me.
So unlike you.
I'm
You're
trying to-
usually pretty quick. This thing is really like you're like it's like coming off a really bad bender, like you're just trying to live life and your memories are just coming back and you're like, wait a second. What's that what's that girl's name or what's his face? Just kidding. So
Where's
alright.
the orbs? You got the orbs, right?
Yeah,
So we're gonna quick backtrack. You guys grab the orbs because you know that you need them for some reason. All right. We just kind of skipped over that whole part.
Do we catch any of the conversation between Tushar and?
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's not. I mean, he's trying to be stealthy about it, but there's no chance. I mean, not around you guys. You are fucking trained in picking out conversations and finding points of entry. Regardless of the avenue. So
I think once he mentions having fought Moonmen before, we all kind of perk up.
there was no fighting. I barely got away, and the rest of my party they they're no longer here. I don't know if I'm lucky or stupid.
Can I insight him?
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Sounds like both.
16.
All I know is when we got ambushed, somehow I saw that orb and I picked it up. We started running. And they got to the rest of my party, which were my guides up the mountain. They were a group of a small troop of Goliaths, a squad that was leading me up here. And when the ambush happened, I grabbed the orb, I ducked behind whatever I could, and I teleported back to the Cobalt Soul. But we had it for forever. We found it hiking up here. They knew and they hunted us down. And it's, man, Dujar, maybe you shouldn't do this. This is dangerous. Those clansmen, they're fucking tough, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you think we were coming up here to do something safe?
No, but
You didn't think to mention any of this before we came?
no.
The dragon attack, the moon men.
You guys need to cut him slack.
The
Did you
weather
not
is
s-
different.
He just had major surgery. I just singed this man for like 3 hours straight, not 2 days ago.
Blame it on blood loss.
Kyle's got a dagger in his hand.
Yeah. He's
you don't
moving away from you. I'm
Path
not
is the path, lad. All
trying
we
to
can do is
deceive.
move forward and think about the safety of all of Exandria.
And enjoy a sweet delight. And I'm going to hand out some small strawberry hard candies that are mysteriously gooey on the inside, in order to break the tension.
Okay.
Right.
What's
So we're gonna fight.
what's the chance that this dragon thing has been defiled by the moon dust stuff?
I mean,
Might just make him angry.
I'm with him.
We all heard that screech, right?
I mean, couldn't that have just been a large bird? They're
No.
native to the area.
Not
That's-
up here.
No, that's Argonax.
Who the what?
That's
what?
East Coast. That's East Coast shit.
Argonax, the white worm.
Right.
It's I'm gonna write that down.
How do you know what his name is?
After listen, I understand that you doubt what I'm saying and are challenged in having faith in someone being honest. We tracked him. All right? There are only a handful of dragons that could do the damage that he can.
I believe he's telling the truth, lad. I've heard
Might be-
tale.
He might be telling the truth, but why is he just bringing this up?
The who knows? I think that's not important right now. I think what's important is that we all acknowledge what we're going to have to do and the entities we're going to have to face in order to save this realm.
My point is,
Regardless of when we got the information.
if he's been hiding this, what else is he hiding? What other information should we have before we go, or in the middle of the battle will he turn?
Well, lad, now's the time to spill your guts.
Figuratively speaking, of course.
Not necessarily, and I'll hold the dagger up.
You want to
Make
keep
an
the sweet
intimidation
delight
check.
on the inside.
What's that?
Make an intimidation check.
16.
It's getting hostile, intense. Yeah, I'm gonna say like you're all starting to feel the tension.
Just tell us everything you know before we have to face whatever we're about to face. No one's hurting anyone.
I don't know if this is a vision that I'm making in my head, or if it's something that I actually saw. But I believe one of the tribesmen felt one of the moon men, and the body died, but something came from it and crushed his brain. Like a mosquito came from the body and sucked his skull in.
From the moon man or from the tribesmen?
The guy that was with me was the one that had his skull sucked in. This sounds completely fucking insane, and there's no possible way this is
we have
true.
seen these creatures on the surface of Rudis. We have to take all information as fact. There can be no waiver.
That is it. That's all I remember. I swear. And I only didn't say that last bit because it sounds fucking insane. I'm not lying.
His deal in the insane.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, months ago, saying the moon was alive was insane.
24.
I think Nemo's right. We have to take account for all of this crazy shit.
You get the feeling that like he's backed into the corner and you know he's giving everything he has. You also believe in his his expressions that he's truly astonished by this. Like that, this was more like a nightmare that he thought he had while he was recovering. And saying it is not easy, and it is, he's a wizard. This is beyond,
I do have one concern, Aaron. You said your party was attacked.
Yeah.
And you turned tail and ran.
I had to.
Well, I want you to know, I don't take deserters lightly. And we will all fight for each other within the Noctua until death.
You do understand.
And I live. If you run and I live, I will find you. Don't mean that as a threat, lad. It's just a promise.
I mean, self-preservation is a thing, and saving the realm goes past anything that one or a group can do. If we die with information that could be shared with other people, and we hold that for ourselves, isn't that selfish?
Why did you hold it from us then?
Because I didn't fucking remember. Quit giving me a hard time, man. I'm getting real fucking sick of your shit.
Take it. Listen, Aaron.
I'll take a step forward.
I'll take a step forward.
Boys,
Can I take a step in between them?
I'll take a step forward.
I'll point the dagger at him.
Yeah. I'll pull
I'll
out
point
my
the
book.
dagger at him.
He pulls out his book and flips a couple pages with his thumb in one hand.
I'm going to step. Boys, come on. Listen. There is a lot of them, and there is very few of us. We cannot be turning on each other right now.
I'll just look him. I'll ignore what Marlo said.
Ronald,
If-
you yourself. I had to help you remove what he had, and he had it all over his body. Come on.
If there is anything else you are hiding, I will kill you and everyone you have ever loved.
I feel sad for you.
Back off, Otto.
Because that includes me.
That won't be happening, lads. My point is that we are the final defense. If this gets past us, there is no one else to save us. So running away is not an option. Because if we fail, Exandria falls.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut scene right there for the night on a good Nemo fucking power speech. And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks as we pick this back up. Oh gosh, guys, I got something for you to show you, but I can't show you yet. It's driving me nuts. Just
Oh,
climb
man.
up the hill.
He printed something.
Uh-oh.
If y'all want to see what
Yeah.
he does with his printing, where are they going to find that again?
Shopandandy.com.
Oh, let's see.
I've heard they have really nice minis. And
Yeah.
actually, fun fact, you can actually see them used live if you like and subscribe and watch other shows.
And make sure you hit those notification bells so you can see when we're on.
And stay tuned for next week because we have one awkward heroes feast coming up.
Yeah.
Dinner table.
Just like that weird dinner with your parents that you like don't share political views with, and you're just like,
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go end this. I have to go to the bathroom again. Surprise, surprise. So.